everybody, it's Jennifer here, Daughter with Spirit, and today I want to talk about something that a viewer brought up and asked a question on one of my last Facebook Live videos. And her question was, how do you get the message from Spirit so clearly, but you don't always hear the name that they want to acknowledge? Because the way that I work when I hear names, sometimes I hear the exact name. Sometimes I know that if I hear Maria, it's Maria or Margaret, or it could be Michael. I just know that it's an M name. So I just get the sound of it. So the difference between names and the message is that your loved ones on the other side will make me feel a certain way. Some spirits may tell me the exact message word for word. Sometimes I'll hear portions of the message. Sometimes they just stand there and smile, and I know exactly what I need to tell you. Being a psychic medium, there are different ways that I get information. So sometimes Spirit will tell me things. Sometimes they will give me thoughts. They'll give me songs. Sometimes they will talk. But other times they just make me have a certain feeling, and I know exactly what they want me to say. Of course, if they ever had a catchphrase or something that they would always say, I always try to listen closely and extra hard. So before, I've heard phrases like, gone to hell in a handbasket. And the client was like, oh my gosh, she said that all the time. So they'll give me things that you can validate and acknowledge, yes, they always said that. And it's really one of the things that I love is their mannerisms. So I have a client and her dad would go like that. I have one client and it was so cute. Her dad, while I'm still talking to her, had not told him bye. He's trying to sneak off and he's backing out of the room slowly. And she said, oh my gosh, my dad would always make an excuse for anything and he would sneak out of everything. So I love that their personalities shine through. But the thing with the names, it's just kind of I don't know. I think I'm pretty good at getting names, but it's not the exact name every time. So I do have to tell you, between every psychic medium works differently. So one of my friends, I had her read a picture for me, and she wasn't connecting with Spirit, I don't think, but she was reading a picture, and she heard what she thought was Penny, or a name that ended in E-N-N-Y, like any. And I said, yes, I can take that information. And what she was hearing was Jenny. So my most of my loved ones call me Jenny, and she did not put that together. So she was hearing the last part of the name, and what she thought was Penny. I usually know that the name begins with the letter that I hear. So if I hear Maria, it's Maria, Margaret, Michael, Mandy. Before, I've had a client come up to me and I say, who's Maddox? Maddox is my grandson. So sometimes the more unique the name, the more clearly that I can make it out. So if it's Margaret, I may hear Margaret, I may hear Mary, Margaret, the M-A-R sounding name. And a couple of times I have done just like my friend, and I heard Todd, I believe, and the name was Dodd. So there's different little synchronicities like that, and this is not an exact science. I always tell people I don't exactly know how all of it works. I can only tell you how I think it works. Been doing this for most of my life, so still don't have it all figured out. So I hope that helps, and that was a really good question for those who ask about the names. Does Spirit ever give me their name? Yes, but usually not in every reading. And it's kind of a rare circumstance for me to get Spirit to come to my room and tell me, hi, my name is Michael. They usually don't. And I know that they do it for other psychic mediums. Maybe that's something that I need to ask them for their name, but they usually give me the name of someone that they would have been connected with while they were here. So they'll give me grandkids' names, their sisters, their parents, their aunts and uncles' names, people that they were really close to, just so that you can validate it and say, yes, I understand that. Yes, I understand that. Every little bit of information that I give you from Spirit is so you can check that box off and say, the physical description fits. I understand this. I understand this. One of the things I get with people sometimes, every once in a while, they don't understand the clothing that Spirit comes through that they have on. And that's not a real big hang up. But I can tell you that most of the time, whatever I describe Spirit wearing, there is either a picture of them in that, you remember them in that. They could even be laid to rest in that outfit. But this is just so that you recognize them, because a lot of people have white-haired grandmothers who would set their hair in curlers. So I always ask them to show me specific things that you'll be able to validate. And I hope that has helped. If you'd like to book a reading, www.daughterwithspirit.com. And I hope that you'll join me on my Facebook page, where I go live most Wednesdays at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time and most Sundays at 4 p.m. Central Standard Time. And I hope you all have a wonderful week. Bye.